Oh, hello, my amigos. Welcome, one. Welcome, all. It's time for another exciting edition of The Show with No Name on Vaughn Radio, and I'm psyched. This is some good vocabulary to get started. Very American mentalizado. I'm psyched. I'm stoked. I'm pumped. Those are three ways to say I'm excited and ready. And I hope you guys are as well, because it's time for liftoff.
T minus
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
3.
I'm faster than
2,
him. Come on, man.
1.
Speed up.
0. Ignition.
We've got a lot to do, man.
Liftoff.
Let's go.
Liftoff. 30 minutes.
No excuses, baby. It's not just a show.
Get ready. Hold on to your hat. Strap on your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelts. Hold on to your hat. Get ready for the ride of your life. The show with no name time on Vaughn Radio. It's the show with no name. It's the show. Let's go.
That's right, amigos. That's right. It's the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Welcome to another exciting day. Today can be, hey, it's up to you. Está en tus manos. It's in your hands. It's up to you. Today can be the greatest day of your life. But first, you got to make that decision. So thanks for choosing to be with me for the next 2 hours on our English show. A lot of you can probably tell, os disteis cuenta, notasteis, you can probably tell that I'm still stuffed up, congestionado. Remember, we don't say constipated. Well, we do, but that's when you can't go poop. And that's not really a problem of mine. So I'm not constipated. I'm stuffed up, I'm congested, I have a head cold, but I'm just telling you, not because it's unbearable, inaguantable, it's a cold, whatever, I don't care. But I'm telling you, so if you hear me coughing or, bringing up some phlegma, well, you'll get it. I feel fine, I have a little bit of a head cold, but I'll get over it ASAP. In fact, I better get over it before the weekend, because this weekend I'll be spending a night in Lisbon, Portugal. Vamos a pronunciar esa juntitos, Portugal, in Lisbon, Portugal. So if you guys are familiar with Lisbon or you have any recommendations, send me a message on social media. And I'd love to, I've gotten a lot of recommendations. My wife even did the AI thing, artificial intelligence, where she said, give me a plan for 48 hours in Lisbon. And it literally said, wake up, go here, have coffee. And I'm like, oh my God, this is pretty scary, that AI stuff. But folks, welcome to another exciting circus. English class. That's right, folks. But if you want to join us at our next circus, what do you mean circus? Well, the Vaughn Radio Trivia Night is kind of like a circus. There's games, there's playing, there's snacks, and a lot of wild animals, myself being one. I'm talking about Vaughn Radio Trivia Night, March 1st, 2023, at 8:30 p.m. Roll Madrid, which is located at Calle Amaniel, number 23. Bueno, en inglés, ¿sabéis? El número va por delante. 23 Amaniel Street, March 1st, 8:30 p.m. Vaughn Radio Trivia Night, hosted by the one and only Guy Williams. Folks, don't miss it. It's Guy Williams. We'll all be there, my wife included, and we're really looking forward to it. Some other dates you might want to mark on your calendar: the Madrid Book Fair, which I promise you it's going to be awesome this year. I can't say anything else, but May 26th to June 11th, the Madrid Book Fair. It's going to be tons of fun. I hope you guys can join us. So a lot of good things. Also, remember, starting in March, you'll be able to take your Oxford Test of English exam with Vaughn. ¿Qué tiene que ver la Universidad de Oxford con Vaughan? Pues muchísimo. Es una alegría anunciar que Vaughan ha sido certificado como centro examinador de Oxford Test of English. A partir del próximo mes de marzo 2023, podrás hacer los exámenes de Oxford Test of English en los centros de Vaughan. Si quieres más información sobre esta iniciativa de Vaughan y Oxford, puedes ver más en nuestra página web, grupovaughan.com. O bien síguenos en redes sociales para más información. Oxford Test of English con Vaughan.
Brilliant!
That's right, folks. Get more information at our website or follow us on social media. And if you're following on social media, you'll learn content, all kinds of new content coming out every single day. And it'll also help you out in our pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. You better sing it with me. Let's go. Pop quiz. Let's go. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. That's right, amigos. It is our pop quiz, and I'm going to give you a little clue right now what our pop quiz is on today. Folks, oh, there we go. We are on the court right now. The court is how we say cancha o pista de baloncesto, de tenis. Also, there's a racquetball court. So it's interesting. Depending on the sport, it has a different name. Boxing takes place in a ring, en un cuadrilátero, right? In a ring. All right, so my amigos, this is going to come straight from Speak Basketball. If you don't have it, you can pick it up at the Vaughn Tienda. It's vaughntienda.com. And you can go in there in person, which is always a great way to do it as well. Again, this is a book that just came out at the last book fair. Speaking of book fair, and it's wonderful. It's called Speak Basketball. It's in collaboration with the Ricky Rubio Foundation. So this is for the basketball lover who wants to learn basketball, but in English. And it's also written by Alberto de Miguel, who is an awesome dude. Alberto de Miguel, I had the pleasure of meeting him and working with him at the book fair. and he's just an awesome dude. He's living in Chicago, or I think in one of the suburbs of Chicago. But honestly, one of the coolest guys I've ever met, and he's really doing a great job. He's out there in the United States. He's playing basketball, he's studying, he's writing books with the collaboration of Vaughn, the Ricky Rubio Foundation. So again, it's Speak Basketball, and it's an awesome. Now look at my copy over here. Mine is signed. I got his John Hancock is su firma. And he says, para los Alonso. Oh, well, that's right. At the book fair last year, well, one of the days, my family joined me. So he got to meet my daughter as well. And he says, para los Alonso, espero que lo disfrutéis. Let's speak basketball. Con mucho cariño, Alberto de Miguel. You can pick this up. We've got a lot of sports-based books at our Vaughn Tienda. So if you want to take a look at them, stop by online or stop by in person. Remember, the website's grupovaughn.com. The bookshop is vaughntienda.com. The phone number is 911-385831. You can stop by. You don't need an appointment. And let us know. Let us know what your challenges are in English, because we've heard them all, but we want to know what yours are and where you are in your English journey. And then this way we can help. Remember, one of the things I tell you can do, and you can do this, you can contact us on the website, you can call us, or send us a message on social media. It's a really easy way to do it. You do, because social media, most people are on social media all day. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on? Alberto, that crazy guy on the show with no name, told me I could get a free level test. And they'll tell you more info, more information. All right, well, we've got a lot of idiomatic expressions that come from basketball. But this one is probably one of my favorite ones. We'll take a look at several, varios, but this is definitely one of my favorites, okay? Now, in basketball, the type of shot is un mate. I love it in Spanish, a kill. It sounds awesome, by the way. I don't know if you've ever stopped to think about that. So, un mate, hacer un mate. But when we say something is un mate, in the figurative sense, it means it was relatively easy. It didn't take much effort. You say pan comido, juego de niños, coser y cantar. Is that true? Wait a second. Sew and sing? En serio? Coser y cantar. I love your idiomatic expressions in Spanish. So I want you to use that expression, and I want you guys to use it. Well, you can more in the figurative sense, unless you're a basketball player. Try and use it in the figurative sense. Use it in context. Take a second, Take a second to think about that context of, ¿qué es pan comido? Una sección del show with no name. Look, I just gave you an idea over there. All right, well, folks, that's just a little bit about what's going on in the Vaughn world. I'll give you some time to think about the answer or your answer to today's pop quiz. And in the meantime, let's go on into our virtual classroom. Hello. Hello, students. How are ya? How you doing? How's it hanging? What's crack-a-lackin'? How goes it? I can think of more, but not right now. You want more, really? Born to Iron Man, there he is, front row center, en primera fila y en el centro, listo para acción. He says, morning, friends. Morning, Born to Iron Man. Hey, send me a message later, Born to Iron Man. I was thinking about you this morning. Me acordé. We didn't say I remembered you. We would say, I was thinking about you this morning. And I'm going to be doing an FYI episode on bikes. So I was thinking maybe you can participate. You can send me a voice. Write me a message on social media. And, anybody who's a bike lover and would like to participate. Born to Iron Man, I had you in mind. I also had another student in mind, Edgar. So, hey, if you know about bikes or you love bikes, you love riding bikes, and you want to participate in an upcoming episode of For Your Ingles, my self-produced podcast, send me a message on social media. You can say the code word. You know what the code word is? I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. And then I'll know that you want to participate in the FYI episode on bikes. Jay Lima, he says, hi there. Hi there. What's up, Jay Lima? How you doing? Monse says, morning, guys. Glad to spend the next 2 hours with you. Monse, the pleasure is ours. Laura says, good morning, wonderful show with no namers. Let's make the most of these 2 hours with our amazing teacher. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Laura. Pleasure to have you on board. There's Kubla. He says, good morning, sweet company. What's up, Kubla? Chris Valrol says, good morning. No, excuse me. Let me read that correctly. Good morning. Rise and shine. Levanta y a por ellos. Vero says, morning, people. Hump day in the house. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Let's have a blast together. Shall we? I agree, Vero. Let's do it. And I'm really looking forward to this weekend because, as I told you, I'll be going to Lisbon, Portugal. We're celebrating my wife's birthday. My wife's birthday is Friday. We'll celebrate it on the show here, but we'll also go to Lisbon together. Oh, yeah. All right. Jay Lima says the pop quiz song is good for warming up before working out. Jay Lima. I'm loving those phrasal verbs there. You know I love them. Nihad says, good morning, Mr. Alberto and friends. Alberto, do you know something about Rob? It's been a long time without streaming. Mejor, más natural, Nihad. He hasn't streamed in a long time. Rob, I don't know how much information I can give you guys or how much you know. So I can just say this. Rob is on leave, de baja, temporary, thankfully, and he'll be back as soon as possible. He had a mishap, un percance, okay? I don't know how much you know, so, you know, I went to go visit him the other day. He's a great friend of mine, but he's okay, and thanks for asking. I'm sure he misses you. Well, no, I know. He told me, oh, man, I can't wait to start streaming again. I said, man, you got to get strong, and then we'll be ready for you when you come back. That's Rob from Pro Bow, the Pro Bow Show. He also does the lunchtime show with Andrea. Took me a while to remember her name. Well, you know why? I was debating between Andrea, which I never call her. I call her Andy. You guys call her Andy or Andrea? Let's see. Kubla. He says, I know Kareem's hurting because LeBron has just stolen Jabbar's NBA highest scoring record. Well, hey, that's how it works, man. Kareem is a legend, and he should feel happy that he had the record, that he held the record for so long. That's my opinion. Time to make way for the next generation, right? And, okay, King James, LeBron, como le llaman, King James en sus redes. King James es una versión de la Biblia. King James, he's a very religious guy, very Christian. But there's one thing that LeBron James hasn't done that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has done. Been in one of the best comedies ever. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played himself in Airplane. Aterriza como puedas. Let's see. Born to Iron Man says, say what is not a walk in the park. Okay, this is pan comido. I like it. Pero ¿qué tiene que ver con baloncesto? Right? Remember, this is from the basketball book, Speak Basketball. But that's correct. We'll give it to you. We like synonyms. Leo says, today's pop quiz is a slam dunk for your stundance. Guys, from now on, you are stundance. Hey, Leo said it, not me. You are stundance. I know. Monse, she says, knowing that for these 2 hours, we're going to have a blast, it's an easy 2-pointer. A swoosh. Nothing but net. Right? Nothing but net is swoosh. Right? So thank you. Slam dunk. The one I was looking for was slam dunk, but there are so many other ones that we use. Let's see. Born to Iron Man, he says, thank you, Alberto. No doubt you can count on me. Bikes are my cup of tea. Well, great. Send me a message and we'll figure out a way for you to participate. But I want you to, anybody who, I don't know, I like to have participation. And since now I can edit pretty well, I can produce the podcast. Well, I can start experimenting a little bit more. So if you like bikes and you'd like to participate on an upcoming episode of FYI, which it won't be for this season. We're going to be wrapping season 4. Va a acabar la temporada 4. Season 4. That's incredible. That means like, all right, 30 episodes per season. Plus there are bonus episodes every week if you're in my community. So technically 60 episodes every season. That's 4 seasons. That's 240 episodes of FYI right now out. And we're going to be kicking off season 5 with a huge surprise. So thank you guys for making not only the show with no name, but also FYI, an extremely popular podcast. Yep, it's on the top lists. So thank you. Show with no name and FYI. So, wow. It's amazing, guys. And that's thanks to you guys. Let's see. Elena says, wow, I got you live. You all live. You caught us, Elena. We're live. You caught us. All right. Kubla says, no matter what, it's scarcely a slam dunk to read the Financial Times. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. Born to Iron Man. He says, we all hope Rob gets well, que se mejore, at the drop of a hat. That's an interesting one there. Drop of a hat, I usually use, hold on, drop of a hat. Yeah, I guess you could say, I always think of at the drop of a hat, like sin ninguna provocación, right? A la más mínima. So the baby, well, normal. Babies cry at the drop of a hat. And you're like, what happened? Right? So I don't know. Maybe it's got that other use too there. But that's definitely one that I'm familiar with. Monse says, ha ha ha. I love airplane movies and Police Academy, as well as oldies but goodies. Well, Monse, we've got the same taste in music. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Kubla says, Mahomes thought beating Hurts was going to be easy pickings, but it was a close call. All right, here's where you guys can see how much I don't know about basketball. I didn't understand that. Not because it was written. Kubla, you wrote it perfectly. It's great. Just went over my head. Os enseño la expresión. No lo capté. No need to explain it. I don't know very much about basketball. I don't watch sports. Even my favorite sport now, soccer, el fútbol. I only watch Real Madrid games and not very often. So I am totally out of the loop. You got me there, man. Ahí sí que me pillaste. Guys, wonderful job, everybody. Really nice job in the first part in our pop quiz. The only thing is we've got to go to a quick commercial break, amigos. That's right. The good news. We'll be right back with tons more Show with No Name. So, stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the Show with No Name, exclusively on Vaughn Radio. I just wanted to remind you guys, too, that you can leave us a message. Just a couple guidelines, directrices, a couple guidelines. If you'd like to leave us a message here on the Show with No Name, all you have to do is record a 1-minute voice message in English. I want you to use your best English, and I want you to share something. And I don't mean what you had for breakfast. No thanks. I mean, share a joke, share an anecdote, share something interesting, right? Even if it's, hey, the other day I learned this in my English class, right? Or I misunderstood this one day. I don't know. Share something in under a minute. And if you'd like to participate, it's real simple. Alonso@grupovon.com. That's my email address. You can send it there, and I'll post-produce it. Make sure the audio sounds pretty decent. Do whatever you can on your part. Because as we say in the realm, in el mundillo, in the realm of production, the best post-production is a good production. No? La mejor postproducción es una buena producción. If you produce it well, you don't have to add a lot of effects and, to the, oh, wow, it sounds really bad. Well, if you make sure it sounds good, the recording sounds good from the get-go, desde el principio, or video recording or audio, then you don't have to, el color, that sound is horrible. So these are all little tricks of the trade, truquitos que aprendes de cada oficio. And since I love audio, video production, and I've mixed that with, I love creating. I live by the philosophy ABC, 2 philosophies. Write these down. ABC, okay, always be creating. Siempre estar creando cosas, right? La creación, it's so important. So always be creating. Okay, and I forgot the other one I was going to tell you. Oh, and TCB. That one Elvis has all over Graceland. He has a belt buckle. TCB, take care of business. No, cuida tus asuntos. Haz lo que tengas que hacer. See, we're learning tons of things here on the show with No Name as we play. But we've got so much to do, so let's kick off with a section that we call Say What? Say what? Yeah. Say what? Soundbite. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Say what? Say what? Say what? That's right, amigos. Here's where we're going to hear from a famous person, a celebrity who's speaking English. And you guys got to break it down in your own words. And eventually, by the end of the show, I want you to give it to me in this person's words, in their exact words. Dot your I's, cross your T's, and make sure it looks perfect, if that exists. I don't know if perfection exists, does it? But the closest thing we can get to perfection. Yeah, amigos. All right, well, as always, I'm going to play this clip 4 times. You're going to hear it twice now, and I want to hear what you heard in your own words. This is the Say What soundbite, and this is the first listen.
Well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. I mean, we are a cartoon show. We did do a movie, so technically we sneak in the film part of it, but it's just an honor and a thrill because we all watch the show at home alone.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's the first listen. I think it's relatively easy. Okay? It's relatively easy. Relativamente fácil. But we'll leave it in your hands. And I always know how easy or how hard something was based on how much participation there is, right? When I see like 1 million people participate in, I don't know, the homophone section, but in the spelling bee, I see only 3 or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where did all those people go who were participating? So try, if you can, if you're able to, even if you're not tuned in live, you guys can participate and just with a pen and paper or a tablet or carve it into the wall if you want. Grábalo en la pared. I'm not going to tell you where to write it. All right, let me give it to you a second time. And then we've got some great news here. It looks like somebody sent us a message here on our voicemail. So we're going to listen to that right after we listen to the Say What soundbite for the second time.
Well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. I mean, we are a cartoon show. We did do a movie, so technically we sneak in the film part of it, but it's just an honor and a thrill because we all watch the show at home alone.
All right. That's the Say What soundbite, and that's the second listen. All right. Now, let's see. I've got this blinking light to blink. Parpadear los ojos, I think you say. To blink. So if you think about it, it makes sense que luz intermitente is a blinking light. All right, well, let's see who we're going to hear from today. Could it be one of my friends from back in the day? Could it be an ex-president? Could it be one of you guys? Let's find out.
Hi, thanks for calling the show with no name. I can't get to the phone right now, so please leave a message after the tone.
All you need is love.
All you need is love.
Do, 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 do.
All you need is love. Do, 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 do.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. What about we all live in the yellow submarine? The yellow submarine. We all live in the yellow submarine. The yellow submarine. In the town lived a man.
We all live in the yellow submarine. The yellow submarine. The yellow submarine.
The yellow submarine. The yellow submarine. You like the Beatles?
Yeah.
All right, folks. There you go. My daughter, she tends to record our conversations and our little games that we play because we're learning on a day. What do you think? You guys are the only ones learning? Remember this. You're with me 2 hours a day. Laura's with me as many as possible. Depends on the day, obviously. So she is like a little sponge and she is getting it all. So hopefully if you guys would like to participate, as you see, my daughter has participated several times already. Varias veces. If you'd like to participate, real simple, send me a 1-minute voice message. You can sing us a song. Why not? Why not? You can sing it to us. You can tell us a joke. You can send it to alonso@Grupo Vaughn. All right, let's take a look at what you guys had to say in the Say What soundbite. Let's see. Oh, Laura wants to add. Oh, I forgot that one. That's a good one, Laura. So I said ABC, which is always be creating. Now, hang on. I didn't tell you this part. If you're in sales, ventas, si eres comercial, if you're a salesperson, then ABC is always be closing deals, cerrando operaciones. Okay. Otro cliente, close. So it's see, it depends. So if you're in the business world, ABC is different. If you're an artist, ABC is always be creating. TCB is take care of business. Haz lo que tengas que hacer. And TLC, how could I forget, Laura? Tender, loving care. El toque de cariño. Let's see. All right. Kubla's the first person to participate in our Say What soundbite. And he says, I heard an American male talking about cartoons and films. He said he and somebody else watched a show at home alone. All right. Great. Excellent job. All right. Monse says, to me, that sounded like an American cartoon producer being surprised, but also amazed to be the nominee for a gala or to be nominated. You can say the nominee or to be nominated for a gala or something like that. Monse, spot on. Excellent job. Let's see. Kubla says, I bet my bottom dollar It's the Alonso saga paying homage. You want me to pronounce it the American way or the French way? Paying homage. We say homage, pero hay gente como, I want to sound French, say homage. Paying homage to the Beatles. Yeah, the ever so well-known Beatles. Lara loves the Beatles. We learn English with the Beatles all the time. Monse says, oh, the 5th and 6th Beatles. That's right. That's right, Monse. You know it. Oscar says, hello, guys. Hello, Oscar. He says it might be an American guy who's really thrilled about gathering with his squad, su equipo. Okay, good word. Gathering, juntándose with his squad to watch the film they previewed. Okay, so we got some mistakes here. This is okay. So we started off good, Oscar. Let me go back a little bit. A guy who's really thrilled about gathering with his squad to watch the film they previewed all together alone at home. So you got to be careful, guys. With Kublas, too, I was like, oh, I get you, but it can be confusing because we watched it together, but home alone. So at our own houses, that would mean, right? It's not clear. I mean, the message, not you guys. You're like, wait a second. So you watched it with somebody, but you were alone. What the are you trying to confuse us? It's working. Chris says, oh my God, thanks for sharing these gems. Estas gemas, que creo la traducción sería estas joyas. Well, yeah, Lara's participating more than some of my students. I'm surprised I haven't heard from you guys. Send me a voice message. Again, keep it under a minute, and hopefully we'll get it on the air. Let's see. Elena says, she sounds so sweet. Great job you're doing with her, double A. Well, hey, it's you guys know, anybody who's a parent, you know, there are days where you're like, I got this. This is easy. And other days where you're like, it's only 8 a.m. It's only 9. It's only 10. You know, you're like, oh, it's a long day ahead. Parents, are you with me? Let's see. Leo, you're a parent. I know you feel me, buddy. Some days you're like, that was the best day ever. And some days you're like, it's only what time? So it sounds like an artist from the world of cinema is giving an interview at some award ceremony in which he comments on how surprised and honored it is for him to be there today. So, te lo corrijo un poco al final ahí. Great job, though, Leo. And how honored he is, or what an honor it is for him to be there today. So what I would say, how surprised and honored he is to be there today. Eso es más simplificado, sin hacer el loop over there at the end. And he says, just making a movie of a show that everybody used to love. Oh, interesting. So Leo's saying that people don't love this, whatever the program or movie or show they're talking about, people don't love it. Interesting. There's my dad. My dad says, good morning, Alberto, family and friends. Greeting from Greenwood Lake, New York, a magical place. What's up, Dad? Laura says, how sweet Lara is. Oh, the sweetest thing ever. Laura says, I heard an American director or producer at a press conference, rueda de prensa, great word, saying how amazed he is his cartoon has managed to sneak in at a movie's award ceremony. Excellent job. You guys are doing a wonderful job, really. There's Nihad. Nihad says, I think he is an African-American guy who doesn't feel surprised to be part of a cartoon con dos O's, to be part of a cartoon movie. And he feels proud to sneak in the film, meterlo ahí a escondidas. Finally, he has watched the show at home alone. All right, well, the good thing is I see what we all heard there, and that's wonderful. Chris says, I heard a man who could be a director or something that has to do with movies. He's been interviewed and he's thrilled and he feels really honored for being awarded. Absolutely. He's very grateful. He's very thankful. Excuse me. Those are two different ways to say it. Vero says, we all love little Lara. She's so refreshing that she always gets to bring a huge smile to our faces. Lots of love, sweetie. Oh, yeah, she asks me. Let me let you guys know. She asks me on a daily basis, de forma diaria, Papi, can I come to your class? Papi, can I come? Last night too, because I do classes for in my community. I have weekly and I have daily classes with some of my students. So anytime I'm on the radio or in my office, in class, she always says, Papi, can I come to class? Now, I let her join me sometimes in my private classes, in clases privados, right? No, you don't say privado, you say particular. That's a particular word. Particular, un poco raro. We say private classes. So sometimes Lara joins me at the end, because if not, she'll distract me. But she'll join me sometimes at the end of my private classes. All right, well, folks, we've got to move on. We've got so much to do. It's time for our spelling bee.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
That's right, folks. That's right. It's our spelling bee only on the show with no name. And hopefully you guys are ready for today's spelling bee. Oh, just a quick reminder, too. If you guys are celebrating a birthday, or if I find out that you guys are celebrating a birthday and you have not let me know, we are going to have some serious problems, amigos, because I need to know when people's birthdays are so that I can embarrass you and sing to you. And I've prepared a new jingle. So if we don't debut it before Friday, because Friday, as I said, it will be my wife's birthday, hopefully we'll be able to debut it maybe tomorrow if it's somebody's birthday, or even today. But if not, definitely on Friday. In fact, we recorded it for my wife, but it can be used for anybody who wants to hear a really cool birthday song. Oh yeah. All right, well, folks, we've got to take a look at our spelling bee, and as always, I'm going to spell 6 words. Well, not 6 words, more than 6 words, as you know, but 6 numbers. So it's a list of 6 things. These are songs. So I can tell you right now, son canciones. And sorry, again, bear with me. Paciencia conmigo, me está costando hoy un poco. I mean, the content is still good, but you're hearing, snot, mocos. Hey, as I said, the other option is to cancel the show. So I think I made the right decision to be here with you guys today. It also helps me forget that I'm under the weather. Are you ready for today's spelling bee? All right, this is round 1. The first one is BLURRED space LINES. The next one is SWEET space LORD. The third one is CREEP. The fourth one is COME space TOGETHER. The fifth one is GHOSTB. Yeah. Let me start that one again. GHOSTB. Yeah, es así. USTERS. Me ha costado hasta a mí. And the last one, STAIRWAY space HEAVEN. All right. Those are your words in round one of our amazing spelling bee. Again, one of the hardest sections on the show. Let's see, Laura. She says, let her come to the show someday. That would be lovely. Sorry, Laura. I'm against that. I get what you mean, but I want to protect my daughter's image, her privacy. So that's why I said I don't even. Sometimes every week I have a group class, and sometimes she comes to the group class, but usually she'll stop by my private classes because I don't want too many people to see her face. Privacy, question of privacy. But thank you for asking, and I get it, but as you know, as a parent, well, this is something that's quite important, especially nowadays. So if you notice, maybe when she was a little baby, I put some images of her up there, but I don't share images of my daughter. If you usually see her in a post on social media, you see the back of her head or something, but I don't show her face. Well, for obvious reasons. I don't think I have to explain that to any parent. Let's see. Kubla says, your daughter sounds like she's eager to follow in your footsteps. We'll see. I'm not going to force her, but if she's interested, I'm going to give her the tools. What I have to do as a father is expose her to as much cool stuff as possible. And then she can decide what she likes, what she's good at, and what she wants to develop. A great expression to follow in my footsteps. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner here in our spelling bee. Round one, unbelievable. He takes his title, retains his title, born to spelling bee. That's your name, dude. Okay. Also, right after Born to Iron Man, Kubla, Chris, and Jennifer. Oh, I guess. Oh, wait. Jennifer, you got some mistakes in there, but not bad. Not bad. Chris, perfect. Kubla looks perfect as well. But our winner, the fastest in the West, East, and anywhere for that matter, our buddy Born to Iron Man. All right, here we go, folks. This is round two of our spelling bee. The first word is, or the first song is BLURRED space LINES. The next one is SWEET space LORD. The third one is CREEP. The fourth one is COME space TOGETHER. The fifth one is GHOSTBUSTERS. And the sixth one is STAIRWAY space HEAVEN. All right, amigos, those are your spelling bee words. As I said before, they are songs, but more specifically, these are songs which have been accused of being plagiarized. This is exciting. And these are some really famous songs. The greatest thing about this is you can decide for yourself. There are tons of videos on YouTube. Well, we'll talk more about this and much more after this quick commercial break. So, stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name, exclusively on Vaughn Radio. Welcome back, folks. I can't believe it. We're in the second half of today's show. Thanks for helping me forget that I'm under the weather. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Don't forget, folks, download our free Vaughn Radio app. This way you can take Vaughn Radio with you wherever you go. Lisbon, Portugal, Cambodia, Siem Reap, Cambodia. I mean, where do you want to go? I know we've got listeners in Dubai. We've got, the Middle East, the Americas, Southeast Asia, all over this amazing planet. There are people who listen to Vaughn Radio just like you. And a lot of you are here every day in person, here live in the classroom. And that's amazing that you can do that. And those of you who aren't here every day, I freaking love you too. All you need is love. You guys know that about me. I love all my students the same. So even those of you who are here every day, right? You know, however you listen, whenever you listen, as long as you're participating and you're getting what we're doing here, then you are definitely a show with no namer. All right, well, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. We've got so much to do, so let's kick off with today's homophones. Homophones on the show with no name. It's homophones time, cause homophones rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. Homophones on the show with no name. Cause homophones time, it's homophone rhyme. They sound the same on the show with no name. The show with no name. The show with no homophone. Show with no name. That's right, amigos. It's homophones only on the show with no name. And here's where we look at those words that tend to be a little bit tricky for my students, but we will demystify these words as if they were under some magical spell, and we shall break that magical spell. All right. I got carried away. Se me fue la pinta. It happens many times every day. I mean, I wake up around 6:30, 7 latest, and, you know, I get carried away probably a few times before my daughter even wakes up. So that's my style. All right, amigos, let's take a look at these words. The first word is a kind of animal. And this is an animal that in English we say is very sly, astuto. Okay. In Spanish, it's zorro, zorro. Okay. But for us, it sounds like zorro, zorro. Sounds like the same thing to us. We pronounce them the same. So this animal, okay, it's an animal. Again, I think you say the same thing in Spanish, astuto. Now, also, I know in Spanish, zorra, which is like slut. It's a horrible word. I would never recommend you use these words. I'm just telling you so you know them. And in English, a fox is está muy buena. But again, it's not as offensive as zorra, but it's still, you got to be careful who you say it to. You know, I wouldn't walk up to somebody I don't know and say, you're a fox. You know, but to my wife, I would. See what I mean? But it's a little bit different. If you think about it, what's his name? Jimi Hendrix had a song, Foxy Lady. Creo que salió en la película de Wayne's World, Foxy Lady. And he's not saying chica zorra there. He's saying chica buenorra. All right. Again, everything in its context. Yeah, it says tía buena, linda piba. She's a fox. No es tan ofensivo, pero puedes. I mean, it depends on the person too. Because if I say to somebody, man, you are a fox, look at you. You know, you can say it again, tone is everything. If you know the person, that's also very important as well. And I can't believe I think I just said the word, didn't I? Ah, fuck. Ah, pero suena igual que esa? I don't know. But that's not the homophone. So the first one, again, is zorro, okay? Which, if you were just paying attention, I just said it because I have a really big mouth, and you know that. And the second word is falso, de imitación. It's a French word. It's a French word. Remember we said before we use some French words in English. So, coup d'état, un golpe de estado. Je ne sais quoi, algo especial, algo que no sé exactamente lo que es, pero he has a je ne sais quoi. Ménage à toi. See, we use a lot of French. I'm telling you, down at the buffet. That we went to the buffet after the ballet, but we left the car at the valet. Valet, donde aparcas. Ballet, donde bailas. Okay, so first word is a type of animal. As we said, sometimes it can be used to describe a woman at your own risk. Tú asumes el riesgo. And the second word is a French word that we use to say something that is fake. ¿Sabéis la palabra fake? The fake news, de imitación. Sintético, no? Artificial. All right, we'll see if you know those words. Also, I've got to give you the Say What soundbite here for the third time. So please write down what you hear.
Well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. I mean, we are a cartoon show. We did do a movie, so technically we sneak in the film part of it, but it's just an honor and a thrill because we all watch the show at home alone.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the third listen. Hopefully somebody will be able to figure it out. We've got one more listen, and then we'll take a look at who it is, the context, and all of that jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, Monse is saying, I don't need another listen. I don't need another listen, says Monse. Excellent, excellent job over there. Also, Kubla right on her heels as well. Wow, you guys are tough, man. You guys are really cutthroat. Remember, it's not about winning, but wow. La competición aquí es alta. Wow. Holy shit. All right. Well, that's great. You guys collectively and single-handedly have raised the bar. Habéis subido el listón. All right, let's take a look over here at our homophones or non-homophones. The first person to participate is Kubla. And Kubla, those are the correct words. And Kubla says they're not homophones. Okay, interesting. Monse, those are the correct words. And she says, let's say they're not homophones, but not sure. Well, Monse, I applaud you. Well, even if you didn't get it right. Why? You're making an effort. And in my country, making an effort is just as good as getting it, right? So you may be right, you may be wrong, but you took a stab at it. And that's exactly what I wanted there. Monse, wonderful. You've been doing a really great job lately. And then right after it, she got the Say What soundbite. She's like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? I got it. Okay. Let's see. Born to Iron Man. No, the second word is false, but that's not the word I was looking for. You could say that. It's false fur, pelo sintético, piel sintética. But that's not the word we're looking for. So Born to Iron Man, we'll discard that one. Jay Lima says, for me, dear fellows, the words are and they're not homophones. All right. Chris says they are not homophones. Jennifer says, I think they don't sound alike. All right. So let's look at the words. And then I said the word fuck before. Joder. So we'll look at all three, ya que estamos, okay? And I don't want to be vulgar, but I want you to know what you're saying here, okay? The first word, fox. What do you do when you go to the doctor or the dentist? Fox. It's musical. Fox. It's interesting because it's an O that sounds like an A. Fox. Y fax, que ya no se mandan los fax. ¿Te acuerdas de los fax? F-A-X. So the first word, again, is fox. As I said, it's got other meanings as well. She's a fox. Está todo buena. He's as sly or she's as sly as a fox. Astuto, sly. And I'm sure there are other meanings as well, but we don't need to get too deep into it. All right. And the second word is something that is fake or false. And that word is a French word, and that's pronounced faux. 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 F-A-U-X is faux? Correcto. That's right. Faux. So, no, they are not homophobes. Great job, Kugla and company. So the first word then, fox. I want you to say them both with me. Fox. So let's try this one. I don't give a fuck about the fox. Who gives a... He gives zero fucks. Es que quiero cogerlo en plural para que los oyes juntos. Me importa una mierda. He gives zero fucks about that fox. Porque si no sería foxes. So fucks, fox. Parecido, pero no. And the second word is faux, que también es un homófono. The word faux, F-A-U-X, sounds like the word F-O-E. Friend or foe. So friend, evidentemente, amigo. And foe, F-O-E, enemigo. So he's a foe. Es un enemigo falso. All right, folks, before we move on to our spelling bee, before we move on to name that movie, we have to finish our spelling bee. And the first song that is supposedly, now I'm getting the hiccups. Lo que me faltaba. Give me 1 second. I guess it's just what I needed. Es justo lo que necesitaba. Obviously, we say it sarcastically. Oh, great. This is just what I needed. The hiccups. Bueno, lo usamos para enseñarte esta palabra. Mi hija ya lo sabe. Hiccups. Y pedorretas. Esta también lo sabe, right? So, those are called raspberries, por si no lo sabías. Raspberries are... Nosotros decimos frambuesas. All right. So, these songs were supposedly plagiarized. The first one is Blurred Lines. Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams. I know you say Pharrell. We say Pharrell. Well, he says Pharrell. And this was a very popular song. For some reason, I didn't like it. I don't know why. I get it was catchy and everybody loved it. I remember my friends at the Hormiguero went crazy, but I just didn't get it. Some songs like Dance Monkey, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh. Some songs I get why they're famous. This one, I don't know. It never spoke to me. It never did anything. But Marvin Gaye's children, los hijos de Marvin Gaye, famous singer, said that this song was a copy of their father's hit, Got to Give It Up. Okay, Got to Give It Up. Now, they didn't admit guilt, Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams. They didn't admit guilt, but they kind of did. Why? Well, they settled out of court. Okay, llegaron a un acuerdo, no en un juicio. So that's admitting, okay, sorry, here. So, and the Gaye estate, the Marvin Gaye estate, su patrimonio, su familia, su patrimonio, I think you say, they won more than $7 million. Later, it was reduced to $5 million in royalties. So plagiarizing, I guess it's good until you get caught. Like everything, right? Blurred lines, líneas borrosas. The next one's My Sweet Lord by George Harrison. Hey, we were singing the Beatles before with my daughter. My Sweet Lord. Well, they brought a case of plagiarism against George Harrison and the Beatles for the song My Sweet Lord. They said that it was similar to Ronnie Mack's. Again, you can find all these on YouTube. Ronnie Mack's 1963 single, He's So Fine. Está tan bueno. He's So Fine. So again, you can find videos where you don't even have to watch both videos. Just put like most common cases of plagiarism. There's one video that's just Led Zeppelin, and it's pretty crazy. Okay, Led Zeppelin took the songs and made them their own, but they took the songs. You see? Check it out. It blew my mind because I'm a Led Zeppelin fan. I love Led Zeppelin. But then when I heard some of these, I said, oh, shit. Oh, I mean, okay, Led Zeppelin did it better, but they did it first, right? Here's one I didn't know. Creep. I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. And supposedly this sounds like a song, The Air That I Breathe. The air that I breathe. So yeah. They said Creep was plagiar, which is crazy. It's one of the biggest hits ever. It made Radiohead, and it was plagiarized. Okay, again, Radiohead did Radiohead. They did their version and it worked, right? But you got to give credit where credit is due, especially in a legal sense. But then there's a little bit of karma coming around. And Lana Del Rey, the singer, was accused of plagiarizing Creep with her song Get Free. So back in the days of the blues, they didn't call it plagiarizing. They called it paying tribute or paying homage. But now there's a legal aspect behind that. Like, oh, I was just doing a tribute. Okay, well, you got to get my permission. You know, back then, remember, these blues artists weren't making a killing. No se estaban forrando. So like, yeah, of course you can use my songs. He's playing in front of 4 people at the local bar. You know what I mean? Another Beatles song here. Well, the Beatles have 5 million songs, right? Let's see. I'd be curious. How many songs do the Beatles have? How many songs do the Beatles have? 213 songs, 188 originals, and 25 covers. That is insane. Absolutely insane. So the Beatles come together. She wear no shoe shine. She got muddy water. He got monkey finger. He said, I know you. You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together, which supposedly infringed on Chuck Berry's song from 1959, 10 years earlier, called You Can't Catch Me. No me puedes pillar. This one wasn't on our list, but Viva la Vida by Coldplay. Joe Satriani, virtuoso guitarist Joe Satriani, said that they took sections of the song If I Could Fly from his release Is There Love in Space? Ghostbusters. What? I remember this one in the news. Yeah, Ghostbusters. If you listen to it, it sounds the same. It's Huey Lewis and the News. And the song is called I Want a New Drug. Quiero una droga nueva. And if you listen to it, you're like, come on, man. I mean, you got to change it a little bit if you're going to do something in the same style. Another one that's very popular, Bittersweet Symphony. It came from The Last Time by the Rolling Stones. So the Rolling Stones is making money every time you hear, well, it's a bittersweet symphony this life. It's a bittersweet symphony. And the last one, as I just said, Led Zeppelin. They've been accused numerous times of plagiarism. There's a whole video that is on YouTube. I think it's about 20 minutes long, where it shows you, okay, here's the original, here's Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin. Here's the original, and here's this. And Stairway to Heaven, one of the greatest songs ever composed. Well, they're technically not, it's not their song. It's not their song, okay? Well, technically it is. I'll tell you why, because what happened was when the case went to trial, in this case, the judge sided with Led Zeppelin, okay? Fue partidario de Led Zeppelin. He sided with, se puso del lado de, piénsalo así, Led Zeppelin. And the group Taurus, oh no, well, the group's name, if you want to hear the song, the group's name is Spirit, and there's an instrumental tune that they have, una canción instrumental, which is called Taurus, como Tauro, like the horoscope. So yeah, Stairway to Heaven. Are you kidding me? Another one that we have, or a couple more that are honorable mention. En inglés decimos honorable mention. Son dignos de mencionar, pero no han llegado al podio, right? I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. Well, Sam Smith ripped it off in his song, Stay With Me. Stay with me, will you? It's like, and I won't back down. And you're like, wait a second, dude, it's the same song. Like, you can't just do that. And Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. And I think you guys know who took that one. Well, took it. It made him. The crazy thing is, in many cases, the plagiarized song or the song that they were inspired by was the one that made them famous or one of their biggest hits. All right, folks, it's time to move on, though, to Double Trouble. Double Trouble, baby. Yeah, you know what time it is. Give it up. Double trouble. I said double trouble. Double trouble. I said double trouble. That's right, amigos. It's Double Trouble only on the show with no name. And don't worry, Chris, I know what you're thinking. Where's Name That Movie? I had to make a couple adjustments. Unos ajustes. We'll do it after the commercial break. But since we don't have too much time now, I thought what I could do is we could buy some time, comprar algo de tiempo, como decimos, and I would give you guys today's Double Trouble. And this way you could think about it during our commercial break. And this is, I can't believe it, this is going to be our final commercial break. And then we're going to come back and do the last part of the show. Quick reminder, you got Ximena Holiday. She is in the air right now. She is airborne as we speak. Do you know airborne? Airborne es en el aire, volando. She's on her way back to Spain, and I spoke to her yesterday, and she is extremely excited to get back on the air and to interact with all of you. Just remember, it's right after this show, so you don't have to do anything. Right after today's show, you've got some repeats just to get warmed up, ir cogiendo el gustillo otra vez, and just to remember that she's going back in that time slot. And Jules Linares is not disappearing from Vaughn Radio. She's moving to, I believe it's the 4 o'clock time slot. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too. Either way, just listen to Vaughn Radio all day. The easiest way to do it is download our free app. Okay, here is your Double Trouble. I think it's a really easy one, so I want to see a lot of participation today. I want to be flooded with people participating in the Double Trouble. All right. Tiene un don para envolver regalos. I can't make it much easier than that. Tiene un don, él o ella, I hope you know the difference. Tiene un don para envolver regalos. That is your double trouble. We'll take a look at that and so much more after our fourth and final commercial break. Thank you so much, guys, for making time fly by. As you can hear in my voice, I'm dragging through it. Me estoy arrastrando aquí, but I'm a firm believer in the show must go on. Guys, we'll be right back with tons more, so stick around. Hey, amigos, welcome back. Welcome back to the show with no name on Vaughn Radio. Don't forget to keep it locked here all afternoon. You've got amazing programs here on Vaughn Radio. Ximena Holiday, Test Your English. Rob and Andy and the Lunchtime Show. Oh, and don't forget about the Pro Bow Show every morning, streaming live with Rob Grams, the professional bohemian, Pro Bo. Also, don't forget about Tosh Pasqua. Follow her on social media. She's been posting so many useful videos, útiles, useful videos. Follow Tosh Pasqua. Follow Kyle Miller. Follow Dave Boyce. The reason I say those three are those are the ones that are posting all the content. Fitz is a great teacher, obviously, and his program, No Excuses, is amazing, but he doesn't use social media as much. But Tosh Pasqua, man, she is blowing it up. Petándolo. Blowing it up like never before. The one and only Tosh Pasqua. Yeah. You like that explosion right in there, right? Just to wrap it up. Hey, wait. Speaking of wrap, that's one of the words in today's Double Trouble. All right, well, before I give you the Double Trouble and we take a look at your answers, let me give you the Say What soundbite. This is the last listen. Some of you have gotten it already. If not, this is your last chance. Please write down what you hear.
Well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. I mean, we are a cartoon show. We did do a movie, so technically we sneak in the film part of it, but it's just an honor and a thrill because we all watch the show at home alone.
All right, there you go, amigos. There you go. All right, today's Double Trouble. Tiene un don para envolver regalos. Let's see. And by the way, this is the opposite of me. I'm the worst. I really do try. Thank God my daughter's not picky. She just rips it open. But when she gets older, she's gonna be like, "You wrapped this? Tú envolviste? Yeah, I wrapped it. What's going on?" All right, let's see. The first person to participate in our Double Trouble is somebody who's no stranger to wrapping gifts. No stranger to, estás bastante acostumbrado, having a son Leito. I'm sure even though it's Santa and the wise men, you help them wrap the gifts. And if you're like me, then you're inept. Yeah. Believe me, it's not because I haven't tried. I got to start watching those videos on YouTube. You know, there's some really cool videos. I get mesmerized. Oh, wow. When they show like how to fold your clothes so they fit perfect in a suit. And I'm just like, why can't I ever do it like that? Because I'm always like sitting on my back, squishing things in there, you know? Man. Putting on layers, poniendo capas. That's right. All right. So Leo says he has a gift for wrapping gifts. And you know what, Leonardo? You have the gift of gab. El pico de oro. La expresión, the gift of gab. And to gab is to talk. Entonces tienes el regalo. Nosotros decimos un don es un regalo. No, think about it as a blessing, una bendición. You know, you have a gift, man. You have a blessing. You got to take that and you got to make the most of that gift. And another way to say talented is gifted. So somebody who's extremely gifted is our buddy Leo, and an excellent job. It's perfect. He has a gift for wrapping gifts. Let's see. Laura says she has a gift to gift wrap presents. The only thing is, I like gift wrap. I like that you use that verb, Laura, but it would be to have a gift for something. So, Leo, you got the structure right over there. Let's see. Jaime, he has a gift to wrap up gifts. Nope. So this is good. I'm glad we looked at it. The words were easy, but the structure is a little bit different. So he has a gift for wrapping gifts. What can I say? He's gifted. Okay. Let's see. Jay Lima, I like it. She has a gift for gift wrapping. That works. That works totally. Laura, or she has a gift for gift wrapping gifts. Ooh, there's a triple trouble, Laura. Chris, perfect. She has a gift for wrapping gifts. Let's see, Kubla, she's got a gift to wrap gifts. Yeah, I would stick with the 4, guys. It sounds more correct with that 4, to have a gift for something. Even though the expression that I gave you before is to have the gift of gab. All right. Jennifer, perfect. He has a gift for wrapping gifts. Wow, guys. Excellent job. All right. And Kubla coming back again over here too. But I got to make a little adjustment. Great one though. He has a knack for. So there we go. He has a gift for something, or he has a knack. And careful, Kubla, you got 2 mistakes. The structure. So he has a knack for packing knickknacks. I like it. But also remember, knack is with a silent K, like knife. So the knack, como el grupo, my Sharona. So wonderful job to all of you. Laura also participating in the Say What soundbite. Nice. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, guys, it's time to move on. I know Chris is getting antsy, un poco inquieta. Admit it, Chris. We know it's time for your favorite section. Name that movie. Name that movie. That's right, folks. That's right. It's Name That Movie, only on the show with no name. And as always, I'm going to give you a little scene from a movie, and we'll see if you've seen this movie or not. Let me give you guys the trailer, and then hopefully you'll be able to tell me the movie. If not, we're going to go through a scene, and we'll talk about the movie as well. So, 3 band members hoping for a big break. Okay, let me do the whole thing and then I'll go through it. 3 para que oigas el ritmo también, ¿no? 3 band members hoping for a big break head to a radio station to play their demo tape and wind up holding everyone hostage with plastic guns when the DJ refuses to play them. Oh, we talked about Stairway to Heaven before when we talked about the plagiarism. Do you guys know why that is the number 1 song? I don't know if it still is, but for a period, it was the song that was most played on the radio. Well, think about it. Most songs are 4 or 5 minutes long. Stairway to Heaven, I think, is 8. Some versions are 12. You can have a cigarette. I swear to God, es lo que dicen. Dicen, oh, ponte Stairway una vez a la hora. There you go. Y es tan conocida, we call it Stairway. No hay que decir Stairway to Heaven para nada. So 3 band members hoping for a big break head to a radio station. 3 band members, miembros de un grupo, are hoping for, tienen esperanza de, and careful, hoping, una P, hopping, lo que hace un conejito, 2 Ps. So hoping for a big break, un momento, su momento de éxito, their big break, their big opportunity. And they head to, van hacia, a radio station, okay, to play their demo tape, una demo, and wind up, y acaban, so they wound up, en pasado y tercera, wound. ¿Qué acabasteis haciendo anoche? What did you guys wind up doing? We wound up going out and watching the soccer game at a pub. So we use that a lot, ¿cómo acabasteis? ¿Qué acabasteis haciendo? And they wind up holding everyone hostage, como Ren, with plastic guns when the head DJ, el cabeza, refuses, se niega, he refuses to play them. And ladies and gentlemen, the first person to get it is Jay Lima, followed by Chris Valrol. Oh, no, first one to get it was Kubla. Whoa. Hang on. Guys, wow, so many comments. I get lost is sometimes. Remember, we saw Peter Gabriel the other day? The song, In Your Comments, the light, the heat, in your comments, I am complete, I get lost in your eyes. Sorry about that. So Kubla, Jay Lima, and Chris Valrol. All right. And the movie is called Airheads. And what is an airhead? Alguien que no tiene cerebro. Okay. Pone mentecatao. Mentecatao. Mentecato. Cabeza de chorlito. Cabeza hueca. Okay. Ligero de cascos. Okay. Cabeza de chorlito. Okay. You're an airhead. You think about it. There's nothing in your head except air. Make sense? There's no brain in there. Airheads, but also it's a play on words because they want to get their song on the air, right? So they head to the radio station to get their song on the air, okay? Cabezas huecas. Thank you very much, Chris. I've been called an airhead. Well, sometimes I can be a bit despistado. That can be airheaded too. So this is the first film, by the way. Here's a good trivia question. Adam Sandler and Steve Buscemi, they've teamed up many, 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 many times in movies, but this was the first time we saw them together in a movie. The movie came out in 1994, and it stars the late Chris Farley. Also, Adam Sandler is in the movie. He's currently on tour. Me jode que no viene a España. Brendan Fraser, who's now in a movie. It's getting a lot of attention. And Steve Buscemi, who is just an amazing, extremely talented actor. You guys know him from Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, from Fargo, and so many other amazing movies. So let's take a look at the scene over here. Chaz, which is sometimes short for Charlie. Okay. He goes, and he says, Carl has grabbed Kayla. Okay. Carl coge a Kayla, le agarra, and is trying to humiliate Chaz, in front of the entire audience by calling him Chester. And Chaz says, hey, you stay out of this and get your hands off her. No te metas. Stay out of this. Okay. You stay out of this. No te metas. Okay. Mind your business would be another way to say it. And get your hands off her. No le pongas la mano encima. And Kayla says, why did he call you that? ¿Por qué te llamó eso? And Carl says, there's a lot that Chester didn't tell you about. Right, Chester? And she says, what's he talking about, Chaz? Kayla, he seems caught like a deer in headlights. Okay. He's like, and Chaz, he starts stuttering and he goes, oh shit. Kayla, he realizes there's no way around it. He goes, there's something I got to tell you. Hay algo que te tengo que contar. I was a geek. Yo era un friki, right? A geek in high school. I had really short hair. I played Dungeons and Dragons. I had a bug collection. I ate my boogers. Comía mis mocos. My name's not Chaz. It's Chester. And I understand if you don't love me anymore. All right? There you go. The scene is, as I said, from the movie Airheads. Great job. All right. Well, folks, we have so much to do, so I think we're going to take a look at You're Joking.
Thank you. Okay, what did the guy say when he walked into the bar? Ouch. Ouch. You get it? Ouch. He walked into the bar.
You're joking.
That's right, folks. That's right. You're joking only on the show with no name. Let's see if you get today's jokes. I think they're funny, easy, lighthearted. Lighthearted, ligero. right? We say de ligero de corazón, we say. So what rock group has 4 guys that don't sing? What rock group has 4 guys that don't sing? All right? Easy. Mount Rushmore. No? What rock group has 4 guys that don't sing? Mount Rushmore. Grupo de rocas. Grupo de rock. I thought the joke rocked. Yo pensaba que molaba. I thought it rocked. So you get it? Mount Rushmore. Do you know what Mount Rushmore is? A lo mejor lo llamáis otra cosa. Mount Rushmore is this famous rock face in the United States that has 4 presidents. Have you seen this? Mount Rushmore. It's one of the national monuments in the United States. Let me just take a look at it over here. Mount Rushmore. It is our one of our national monuments. It's located in South Dakota, and it's got the heads of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Teddy Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. Rock group, Grupo de Roca de Rock. Okay, why didn't the violinists in the orchestra do very much? Okay, ¿por qué no hicieron mucho los violinistas? I think you say. Why didn't the violinists in the orchestra do very much? ¿Por qué no hicieron mucho? No, poca cosa. Oh, they were just fiddling around the whole time. No. Well, to fiddle around. Well, I guess you want to know what that means. Pavear. Holgazanear. Vaguear. Stop fiddling around. We've got stuff to do. Tenemos cosas que hacer. But also a fiddle is another way of saying a violin, the one that's used in folk music, right? So do you get it now? Why didn't the violinists in the orchestra do anything? Well, because they were always fiddling around, tocando el violín por ahí o vagueando, to fiddle around. Well, I guess they were as fit as a fiddle. As fit as a fiddle, en buenísima forma. All right. I'll stop. But only because we've got to get moving to today's famous birthday trivia.
1, 2, 3. Famous birthdays for you. Famous birthdays. Famous birthdays for me. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name. Oi, oi, oi. Birthdays for him. Famous birthdays for her. Famous birthdays for everyone on the show with no name.
Yeah. That's right, folks. That's right. All right, we're going to go real quick here because we are almost out of time. The first person is the lead singer of Incubus. I love this group. My wife does as well. Incubus. They played at Festimad. So the lead singer of Incubus, they have the song Drive. Oh, so many amazing songs. If you haven't heard of this group or you haven't heard their music, check them out. Incubus, and this guy is the lead singer. Number 2, this person was born in 1964. He was originally a Saturday Night Live cast member along with Adam Sandler, which is what led to them doing a lot of movies together. Movies such as Airheads, today's name that movie, Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja, and so many more. But unfortunately, he died. This was in 1997. I remember it very well because he was huge. And I don't just mean physically huge. I mean the guy was huge. All right? And last but not least, born in 1954, the creator of The Simpsons. I mean, there's only one there, right? Not the producer. That's James L. Brooks. Por si queríais saberlo, seguro que te suena. Everybody's seen The Simpsons, so if you've seen the credits. And his initials are in Homer's hair is this guy's initials. All right? Those are your 3 birthday boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a winner. Chris Valrol. Number 1, Brandon Boyd from Incubus. Number 2, the late actor Chris Farley. And number 3, Matt Groening. What? ¿No es Groening? ¿Groening? No, Groening. Lo dice él. Como rain, como lluvia. And if you notice MG in Homer's head, that's Matt Groening, his signature. This is Matt Groening on the red carpet in La Alfombra Roja. And he's at an award show. And he says, well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. Enhorabuena. Estoy bastante sorprendido que estamos aquí. I mean, he says, we are a cartoon show. No, rebajando un poco lo que hacen, solo somos un show de dibujos animados. I mean, we did do a movie. Sí que hemos hecho la película, The Simpsons movie. So technically, we sneak in, nos colamos, in the film part of it. So it was a film festival. But it's just an honor and a thrill. Pura emoción. It's an honor and a thrill. Because we all watch the show at home alone. Que nos sigue gustando. He's talking about The Simpsons. The producers, the writers, they go home and they watch the show when it's on, when it airs. All right, so there we go, my amigos. The creator of The Simpsons, the one and only Matt Groening.
Well, actually, I'm quite surprised that we are here. I mean, we are a cartoon show. We did do a movie, so technically we sneak in the film part of it, but it's just an honor and a thrill because we all watch the show at home alone.
All right, folks, and it's time for our final section, Name That Lyric.
Hi, hello, Alberto. I think the song is... No? Sorry, bye.
Name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric, name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. Name that lyric only on the show with no name, the show with no name, the show with no name. It's name that lyric only on the show with no name.
That's right, amigos. That's right. It's Name That Lyric only on the show with no name. I just want to remind you, you got Ximena Holiday up next. Even though it's a repeat, you can just get warmed up because she'll be here before you know it. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. En un plis plas. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you for your participation. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks for having fun, for making it fun for me as well. And as you can see, I struggled, luché un poco hoy, but I got through it. So thank you, thank you, thank you for making me forget for a little bit that I'm not feeling too hot. Es otra forma de decirlo. I'm not feeling too great. I'm not feeling too hot. Siempre enseñando. Hasta cuando me dio el hipo, right? I'm like, those are hiccups. Hey, everything can be a lesson when it comes to language, activities, verbs, all kinds of things. All right, I've got to give you the song. It's I Miss You. It's an absolutely beautiful song by birthday boy Brandon Boyd and his band Incubus. And he says, to see you when I wake up. Verte cuando. It's a beautiful, if you really don't know the song, check it out. It's beautiful. Verte cuando me despierto. To see you when I wake up is a gift. Es un regalo. We looked at the word gift today. A gift I didn't think could be real. Que yo no pensaba podía ser verdadero. To know that you feel the same as I do. Saber que te sientes igual que yo. It's I Miss You by Incubus. And it's absolutely beautiful. I hope you guys will sing it with me. I miss you. I didn't miss the show today. No excuses. Thank you so much for joining me, folks. Today and every day. We'll be back tomorrow with more. I promise. Ciao.